the former style, says Obo. On our health news, COVID-19 protesters shut down Edo over compulsory vaccination. On our foreign news this morning, French president attacked publicly for the second time in 3 months. Taliban banned barbers from shaving birds, playing music. On our entertainment news this morning, Big Brother Naija Season 6, Pere Angel make it to grand finale. Full details coming up next. Regarding the Federal Capital, Demolition Squad sacks BDC operators in Abuja. The Federal Capital Territory Ministerial Task Team on City Sanitation on Monday demolished shanties and other illegal attachments used by the Wuse Zone 4 area of Abuja. According to the team, the area had become an eyesore and was distorting the master plan for the area. The Assistant Director Monitoring and Enforcement Abuja Environmental Protection Board, Karka Bello, told journalists that traders and the BDC operators were constituting environmental nuisance in the area, adding that the AEPB will ensure that the exercise is continuous. Bello warned that operators caught operating outside their offices will be arrested and prosecuted. He said most of the offices in Zone 4 are owned by BDC operators, but unfortunately, some of them are resolved to be trading outside, which is illegal. For the Bureau de Change operators, they should please ensure that they carry out their businesses within the office premises, not by the road corridors. We also appeal to the general public, especially those who patronize BDCs, to please patronize them in their offices. And anybody caught outside operating will be arrested and prosecuted accordingly. And mobile courts are already on standby, waiting for people who indulged in those activities to be arrested and brought before it. The Chairman FCT Ministerial Committee on City Sanitation, Ikaru Atta, said the operation was based on ministerial directive. Atta reviewed that the FCT Minister Muhammadu Bello about a month ago visited the area and saw the level of contraventions in the art of the city. Bouncer stabs death, Delta's teenager to death for picking money at wedding reception. A 15-year-old Ogenemaro Ariana has been allegedly stabbed to death by a bouncer for picking money at a wedding reception held at Mofo Udu, local government area, Delta State. Gathered that the boy was stabbed to death on Saturday, allegedly by a bouncer drafted to the wedding reception at a popular hotel in the area. A witness told our correspondent that the boy was trying to pick up money sprayed on the couple during the wedding ceremony, when the bouncer, simply identified as Francis Utu Edo, hauled him and stabbed him in the process. The boy stayed along Kolokolo Street in Udu Road and went to the party with his mother, but was stabbed to death before help could come his way. Even they said that his mother lost her older son about 2 months ago before this tragic death of another son happened. The deceased and his mother attended the wedding reception party because they were a neighbor to the groom at Kolokolo Street, the witness said. The police public relations officer in the state, DSP Edafe Bright, on Monday confirmed the murder of the teenager, adding that the suspect has been arrested. He said it happened at Wetland Hotel. The deceased was a 15-year-old boy. The suspect is in our custody and the case has been transferred to State Criminal Investigation Department, SCID. The body has been deposited at the mortuary, waiting for autopsy. On our political news, Tinubu had surgery. I visited him in London to show support, says Fayemi. Ekiti State Governor and Chairman of the Nigerian Governors Forum, Kayode Fayemi, has said that he visited All Progressive Congress national leader Bola Tinubu in London recently to show support for the ailing politician. According to the governor, Tinubu had surgery and had yet visited the former Lagos State Governor alongside his Ondo State counterpart, Rotimi Akeredolu, to show solidarity. Fayemi also said his visit to Tinubu was not connected to the 2023 general elections. The governor said he, Akeredolu, and I were in London together to see our leader, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, but it had absolutely nothing to do with 2023 presidential plan whatsoever. That's not the reason why we went there. Asiwaju had surgery. It is simply proper etiquette or behavior, both in the part of the country where I come from, but also generally that when a friend, an elder, is undergoing health challenges, it will be improper on your part to show solidarity and support. That is simply what took us there. We wanted to associate ourselves with him at a time of need, and as an elder, as a mentor, and as a big figure in our political party. Nothing wrong in paying him a courtesy visit to check on him to see how he was faring, and we did that and we returned. It has nothing to do with 2023. Let me make that absolutely clear. Tinubu's health has been a subject of controversy of late. At least over 30 politicians have visited Tinubu in London in the last 2 months. Notably amongst the politicians include the President Major General Muhammadu Buhari, retired, Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, Kano State Governor Umaru Ganduje, Ogun State Governor Dapo Abiodun, as well as Fayemi and Akeredolu. Others who also visited Tinubu in London include House of Representatives Speaker Femi Gbajabiamila, ex-governor of Ogun State and current senator representing Ogun Central, Ibukunle Amosun, former governor of Borno State and current senator of Borno Central, Kashim Shettima. Tinubu will celebrate his 69th birthday in March 2021 and command an arguably large following of political loyalists as we rumored to nurse presidential ambition in 2023. In the recent years, the UK has become a choice destination for the Nigerian elite, including the president who frequents London for medical tourism, while perpetual industrial actions, lack of modern equipment, failure of government to pay doctors' salaries, amongst others, mars Nigerians' health sector. Party officers, PDP governors decide on zoning on Wednesday. Governors of the People Democratic Party, PDP, will meet on Wednesday in Abuja to discuss the resolution of the Governor Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi-led zoning committee, among other burning issues, ahead of the decision of the zone to position the national chairman to the south. He said to have divided members of the committee, as it was seen as an indication that the next PDP presidential candidate will still emerge from the north. The committee is said to have scheduled the meeting with governors as critical stakeholders in the party to brief them on the decision to avoid a major crack in the leading opposition party. The endorsement of the report of the zoning committee by governors, the Board of Trustees, BOT, the National Assembly caucus, and other stakeholders will accelerate to the work of the 279 members National Convention Organizing Committee, NCOC, chaired by Governor of Adamawa State, Amadu Umaru Finitri. The meeting of the PDP Governors Forum, led by Governor Aminu Waziri Tambuwal of Sokoto State, is also expected to discuss the Senator David Mark-led committee's intervention in the party, the convention budget, the amendment to the PDP Constitution, and the Electoral Act amendment, amongst others. On our business news, Lagos vows clamp down on land grabbing. The Lagos State Ministry of Justice has resolved to address land grabbing in the state, as property transactions have now been greatly hindered by the activities of the Omonile and Ajagungbales. A statement on Sunday said the Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice, Mr. Moyosore Onigbajo, who was represented by the Director Office of the Public Defender, Mr. Babajide Martins, stated this at a stakeholders meeting held to sensitize residents of Ekpe and Ibeji communities on the nefarious activities of land grabbers and the state property protection law. Onibanjo stated that the recent cases of land grabbing were an issue of great concern to the state government. He said as part of efforts to address the issue of land grabbing in the state, the Lagos State government enacted a law to prohibit the forceful entry and illegal occupation of landed property, as well as violent and fraudulent conduct concerning the landed property in Lagos. The commissioner emphasized that the law on land grabbing enacted in 2016 still stood regardless of one's status in the society. CRS to train members in financial products, services, and marketing. The Chartered Institute of Stockbrokers has said it plans to hold a capacity building section on modern techniques of marketing financial products and services for its members. A statement from CIS said that the event-themed Marketing Magic, the act of marketing in digital age, will hold later in September. It stated that the training was not limited to securities dealers alone, but every individual that deals with products and services. The statement said the capacity building is consistent with our members' continued professional development. Participation of our financial member is free. The cost shall be recorded as part of your required point for MCPD. Managing customers is at core of every business. Market dynamics change every day. Every business organization requires patronage of its products and services. Our members should key into the techniques of marketing financial projects and services in the digital age. They should be exposed to the fundamental roles of the media in digital marketing and how to establish customer empathy. On a sport news, Joshua must return to former style, says Obu. Former WA Intercontinental champion Peter Obu has urged Anthony Joshua's camp to return him to the style that won him battles against top heavyweight fighters. Obu was speaking after Alexander Usyk defeated Anthony Joshua to claim the WBA Super, IBF, WBO and WBO title in front of 68,000 fans at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in London on Saturday. He said that it was evident that Joshua had stopped using his strength to his advantage since his loss to Andy Ruiz, which also cost him the fight against Usyk. Obo was also added that Joshua thrived on his physical attributes to subdue his opportunity. I saw the fight and I must say that Joshua's style has changed a lot. I didn't see him taking on his opponent in the middle of the ring like he used to do. I think the new trainer is trying to model his fight along that of Muhammad Ali, Obo said. It is too late to change his style. His training team should try to improve on those attributes that stood Joshua out when he dropped like likes of Dillian White and Waldemir Kishiko instead of teaching him a new set of skills. Don't forget that he has started boxing late and those skills and power got him to this level. Joshua is just like the taller version of Joe Frazier, one of the fearless boxers of our time. Joshua was brutish, but he seems to have lost that which is making him lose fight, he added. While commending Usyk for his fighting style and win over Joshua, Obo stated that the Ukrainian would not have lasted this distance with Tyson Fury or Deontay Wilder. On our health news this morning, COVID-19 protesters shut down Edo over compulsory vaccination. Members of civil society organizations and students on Monday took to major streets in Edo State to protest against the compulsory COVID-19 vaccination policy, but in place by the Governor Godwin Obaseki-led administration. The protesters, who grounded vehicular movement in the metropolis, carried placards bearing inscriptions as, "We need security in Edo, not vaccine. We will resist any form of executive rascality. Hunger is killing us, not COVID-19. Obaseki, obey court order. My body is my right. Share COVID-19 palliative." They also threatened to completely shut down government houses, government agencies, parastatals, corporate organizations, enforcing no vaccine, no entry policies, stressing that the protest of Monday was just a warning. Speaking at the Secretariat of the Nigerian Union of Journalists, Edo State Council, the coordinator of the Freedom Ambassador Organization, Curtis Ogbebo, said they were out to express their displeasure over the compulsory vaccination in the state, noting that the other pressing issues such as security should be governor's priority and not COVID-19 vaccination. He said, "We have come out today to send a warning and advice for him to urgently withdraw that enforcement order. If he refuses to withdraw that order in 48 hours, we will mobilize to shut down the economy of the state. We cannot fold our arms and watch the act of illegality happen in our state. There are issues of urgent concern like security, which is enshrined in the Constitution that the governor is under the law to secure the lives and properties of its citizenry. But as we speak, the governor is not concerned about the security and welfare of the people. As of now, no street light is working in Edo State. Benin Auchi Road is not safe to travel on because of bandits, herdsmen, and other criminal elements." On a foreign news, French president attacked publicly for the second time in 3 months. An egg was thrown at French President Emmanuel Macron during his visit to a trade fair in Lyon, a city in the European country. The incident occurred when he was visiting the stands of the International Catering Hotel and Food Show, SIRHRA. The French president was warmly greeted by restaurant professionals at the trade fair, with many thanking Macron's government for providing state aid to the industry during the COVID-19 pandemic. The egg, which was thrown, however, did not break but simply bounced off his shoulder. The culprit who threw the egg was seen after the incident and detained. Reacting to the incident, Macron stated that if he has something to tell me, let him come. I will go see him afterwards. This is not the first time he has received such unimaginable welcome from people. When he was a candidate for presidency in 2017, an egg was thrown towards his direction in Paris. Earlier in June, a person slapped him when he was shaking palms with well-wishers within the southern metropolis of Valence. Taliban banned barbers from shaving beards, playing music. Barbers in Afghanistan's Helmand province are now prohibited from shaving men's beards and playing music in their shops. In a statement on Sunday, the Taliban-led Department of Promoting Virtue and Promoting Vice in the province ordered barbers to comply with the new regulation. From today, shaving beards and playing music in barber shops and public baths is simply prohibited. If it is found that any barber shop or public bathroom has shaved anyone's beard or played music, it will be dealt with in accordance with the principles of Sharia and will not have the right to file a complaint. The statement read, the new regulation is among the latest in a series of restrictions imposed on the Afghan people based on the Taliban's strict interpretation of Islamic law. On our entertainment news this morning, Big Brother Naija Season 6 Perry Angel make it to grand finale. Big Brother Naija Shine Your Eye housemates Angel and Perry have made it to the grand finale after partaking in Biggie's twist. This was announced by Biggie on Monday, day 65 of the show, as he gave the duo a chance to partake in the finale. On Sunday, Perry and Angel, who had faced fake eviction during the live show, were pitted against each other for them to continue as finalists on the show. The duo was isolated in a white room and the BB Naija house and had to battle their way back into the show through trucks and screwdrivers, according to Biggie. Though the 14 poll shows that Perry had 25.31% of voters, while Angel had 14.63%. The duo played the double jeopardy game, and Biggie decided to reward both of them. After they told Biggie their experiences and fulfilling the task, Biggie said, clearly, you both put in the work. How would Big Brother reward your tenacity? Why not give the both of you a chance to play in the finals? After all, you played the game excellently. And that will be that on our breakfast news. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Highlights of our breakfast news today. Federal Capital Demolition Squad sacks BDC operators in Abuja. Bouncer stabs teenager to death for picking money and wedding reception. On our political news this morning, Tinubu had surgery, visited him in London to show support, Fayemi says. Party officers, PDP governors decide on zoning on Wednesday. On our business news this morning, Lagos vows clamp down on land grabbing, CRS to train members in fraudulent financing products, services, and marketing. On a sport news, Joshua must return to former style, says Obu. On our health news this morning, COVID-19 protesters shut down Edo over compulsory vaccination. And on our foreign news, French president attacked publicly for the second time in 3 months. Taliban banned barbers from shaving beards, playing music. On entertainment news regarding the Big Brother Season 6, Perry Angel make it to grand finale. And that will be that on our breakfast news this morning. Thanks for watching. I want you to continue to subscribe on our YouTube channel and our Facebook page, AYOGEN Online Television. I remain Makanjuola Oluwato Sinesta. Do have a great day.
nínú ọjà ọlọ́run kó tì wọ́n lẹ́yìn ó dẹ̀ mọ́ tì wọ́n lójú.
Ìgbàwá fún Nàìjíríà iṣẹ́ ọjọ́ owó jẹ́jẹ̀ tó wọ́n fún àwọn mẹ̀kúnnù ilé ẹjọ́ kò sówó ìgbà.